opposition and its premier political party in our 59th year, we have no fear of any runoff, run on, roll off, or roll on. Because we are of the view that it is the citizen voting as Mr. Voter or Mrs. or Miss Voter who will determine who is successful at the polls. What we take strong objection to is a government attempting to ride roughshod over our constitutional protection to change the system of electoral processes and to introduce some kind of system which it believes will give itself an advantage, and to say to the rest of the country, we don't care what you think, this is what the Queen will do. Today, the population has prevailed, and we, along with others, are ready for the general election in Trinidad and Tobago. And what we expected the government to say today is that she would have dissolved the parliament and call the general election in Trinidad and Tobago and relieve us of the continuous stress that is placed on the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Secondly, I want to point out that when you think all has fallen down, there is still more to fall down. You would have heard Senior Councillor Ramesh Muraj make mention today for the second time at a roundtable meeting that the government used or abused its majority in the House to evict the leader of the opposition. And accompanying that action is a correspondence I received from the Parliament saying that a number of things would happen to me in terms of reduction and removal of my privileges, including the loss of my earnings. But I was being paid in the Parliament not as a member of Parliament by terms of salary. I was paid as leader of the opposition, a position that I hold only insofar as the members of the Parliament who are not supporters of the government had chosen me as their leader. Had the Prime Minister the power to fire me, of course I would have been fired. But look at the situation that has developed. Virtually every week since I have been evicted from the Parliament, because of a requirement of the Constitution, the President had certain things to do, but to get those things done, he had to consult with the leader of the opposition. And I've been consulted on a consistent basis, and I've been discharging my responsibility as leader of the opposition while under script from the Parliament that I will not be paid. But I'm on the job as opposition leader. Secondly, today, at approximately 10:30, I received another correspondence from the President saying to me that I am hereby being consulted by His Excellency, who is proposing to appoint 2 persons to the Integrity Commission, a commission which has collapsed under the most dubious circumstances, with the most grievous allegations being made against the chairman by the deputy chairman, and for which there are 2 vacancies on the commission now. And as far as we are concerned as citizens, the commission has collapsed and the existing chairman has questions to answer. And he may very well have been and is acting in conflict of interest. While that is so, I received this correspondence from the President asking for my consultation input. And by telephone, I'm informed that His Excellency is leaving the country tomorrow, which means that I'm given a matter of a few hours to respond in this very serious situation where the provisions of the Constitution are required to be met. Well, if this does not point out to the people of Trinidad and Tobago where we have arrived at in June of 2015, then nothing will. Suffice it to say that I consulted with my legal advisors, and I have been advised that what has happened today with respect to the receipt of that correspondence from His Excellency and the notification that he leaves the country tomorrow, and my suspicion that his intention is to hire people onto the commission rather than to dissolve the failed commission, that this contact and my inability to respond does not constitute consultation. I repudiate that attempt, and therefore any attempt by the President to appoint any person to the Integrity Commission between today, tonight, and tomorrow would be completely ultra-vires the Constitution and would be rejected out of hand by the people of Trinidad and Tobago. I hereby publicly appeal to His Excellency to not make those appointments and to view the Integrity Commission as completely collapsed. And if there is to be confidence in the Commission and for it to be of any use to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, that a completely new commission be constituted and that proper, effective, and legal consultation take place between His Excellency and the opposition leader. That is the position of the PNM on behalf of all those persons we represent as I hold the office of leader of the opposition. The circumstances in Trinidad and Tobago today is that all the state's institutions have virtually collapsed. The general election is due, and due now. The Prime Minister must call the election now.